In a world of uncertainty and rapidly shifting markets, fund managers say information has become a key advantage for investors. At the Afin Market Outlook Conference 2026, they said timely intelligence, constant communication, and discipline can help investors navigate repeated shocks.
Things we knew, before February are becoming completely irrelevant. Things have changed. Last year we had the tariffs, and that created some kind of a chaos. And this year, again, from the same source, we now have the Iran war and the crisis at the Straits of Hormuz. Now the question is, in light of this volatility, how do we position ourselves?
Retirement Fund Incorporated Chief Investment Officer Hasman Hilmi said, uncertainty is one of the biggest challenges facing investors today.
What about information side? Right? Do you ask your fund managers to really study it further, deeper? Do you have more frequent briefings, for example?
Yes, we do. So our EFM team, be it in equity or fixed income, and even on the private side, also have a constant communication with our EFM. We always need to remind ourselves that we are a long-term investor. So our decision is guided by our strategic asset allocation. Of course, within the SAA, we have a TA and tolerance corridor that will allow us to rebalance the portfolio given the sentiment. But I would say that we don't react unnecessarily, Azim.
Hasman said KWAP does not react unnecessarily to market shocks, even as it makes short-term adjustments when needed.
We can't escape from reacting to the sentiment, but by and large, we are staying disciplined.
Meanwhile, MNRB Holdings Chief Investment Officer Duraini Baharudin said information and stress testing are now central to portfolio management, as investors can no longer wait for crises before modeling risk.
So is volatility something that is isolated? No, it's a continuum and it's actually part of portfolio construction. Stress testing is not something that you do when there's a crisis. Stress testing is something that you do all the time when you are making portfolio decisions.
Open Space Capital Chief Investment Officer Uday Ferdado said Malaysia is benefiting from regional flows, but investors remain alert to domestic politics and policy shifts.
As somebody who operates in the region, while we are dealing with geopolitical risks, are you concerned about political risk? Do you factor that into your investment considerations? For example, when you look at things that are happening in terms of the change of policies or the election that's coming.
There's a safe haven halo, around not just Malaysia. I think we see it in Singapore as well. Sing dollar strength, similar to what's happened with ringgit. Of course, politics always rears its head. I think the politicians may have left by now, but it's always something we would. I think the market probably hasn't fully got there yet in terms of what is the ramifications on pricing across the asset classes. I think we've had a lot of volatility around the region because of what's happened with domestic policy and politics. I think we have a leading position here, I would say, right? And that is something we need to be careful about maintaining, I would say, right, as we go through the next.
For the panel, volatility is now part of the investment landscape, and information has become a key advantage.
Volatility is the new norm. We probably will see bombs continue to explode. Information is power, to know as much as possible so that we can preempt any shock.
Danish Rajareza, FMT.